Wait, I can collect platinum points? Wait, fuck. I gotta get them platinos. Gotta get them platinums. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello, Justin. Welcome.
Muted.
Welcome to my dark and twisted fantasy.
Uh.
I can
Okay.
collect platinum points, apparently.
Do you have this marked as dubious?
No. I should probably
No, you. Yeah.
turn that tab
Oh, you do
off.
have it marked as dubious and cooperative. Anyway, like I don't know. That was pointed out in the chat.
How dare they?
Anyway.
Anyway. Zelda, you ever hear of this game?
No, tell me about this Zelda.
Okay, well, according to, so Shigeru Miyamoto,
Uh-huh.
he liked exploring his garden as a child.
Uh-huh. Invented the Atari.
Yeah, and then he invented the Atari. And then, and now, whenever we talk about Breath of the Wild, people are like, wow, it's the best game ever made. But let me tell you, before Wilds were breathing,
They made the game that got them to say, maybe we should rethink Zelda.
yeah. Which is a shame. Actually, no. It's not.
I mean,
Game is hella loud. Alright, let me try to adjust this. Is there an audio? Let me. I'm going... Let's see. Are there any sound settings?
Is there not an overall sound setting in
The
Steam the Switch's
there is not.
thing?
So I'm going to turn this down, and I'm going to turn you up. That's called troubleshooting, folks. I'm a... I switched my profile pic to Pyra literally just as a goof. But listen, as far as when it comes to sword wives, if a wife could also be a sword. Then she better be a fucking weapon. Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know where this is going. Chat, share at home. If you could have a wife you could wield as a weapon of mass destruction, would you? I think this is... Listen, people say, oh, Xenoblade is so sexist because it has wives who are swords. And then the same people look at Boyfriend Dungeon, which is a video game about having a man who's a sword husband.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm saying that the woke liberals... Okay, I'm gonna guess I don't know the combination yet.
Did you play Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
I did. I watched. So that game came out when I had a roommate who basically played that entire game in front of me. Listen, I love. You know I love a sassy Welsh cat girl. You can't. Don't. How dare you, sir? Imply otherwise. And yes, I do play those games, though. No, I watched a friend play through the entire thing, so I caught most of the game. Okay, I'm gonna need whatever the hookshot equivalent is for that. Anyway, I played Street Fighter today, and I think I got a little too intense because I think I might have cramped my leg.
Oh.
Because I'm such a sweaty gamer, you see.
Yeah, I don't think I ever hurt anything playing Siege, but I can see how you can get that into it.
Back,
into something
rear,
repetitive.
back right hand, back left hand. Okay. Ah!
Hello, Mr. Pork.
So I experienced most of Xenoblade that way.
So, like, that game, as someone who hasn't played that game, but has played a little bit of the first one, that game seems much hornier.
It is.
In a way that I'm not sure I'm to engage with.
See, I as a very lonely person, I'm fine engaging with it.
Okay. I'm not judging.
But also, listen, man, the actual thing that kills those games for me is just the MMO light plate juggling combat, where it's like, no, I believe people when they say that the combat in these games is super deep and interesting, but also, you're basically doing calculus. Alright, any cool... Okay, is there some way I need to... And listen, for as much goofing as I'm doing about sword waifus, like, credit where credit is due, they address the fucked up nature of the human-blade relationship.
How do they address this nature?
Like, the power imbalances and... Like, hey, isn't it kind of fucked up that this giant super weapon who looks like a cute anime girl also is a sentient being with thoughts and feelings and autonomy, but also they're, yeah, like half the side quests deal with it. But also, in addition to that, the side quests also very heavily imply that yes, you can fuck your sword wife. In case you're wondering.
All of this sounds like a case of I want to have my cake and eat it too.
Oh yeah. You know, they're more of a boob girls, but you know, they definitely have a little bit of cake too. If you want some real cake, you gotta look at all of the S tier blades, which is the worst mechanic in that entire game. What if I told you that, like, unique blades, whom you can summon, are hidden behind what are basically gacha pools in a single-player game. And each of them has a side quest associated with them too, so it's not nothing.
So if you don't get the gacha pull, like, do you have to do the side quest again? Like, how does that work?
No, you just have to grind out more gacha.
Just Simon Says.
No. It's called adding replayability. I call this. I'm gonna look this up because it's been a week, and it's only Wednesday.
Hello. There we are.
Hello.
Hi.
So anyway, what if a wife could be a sword?
Or what if your sword had a wife inside of it? Because the sword is a sword and the wife comes out of the sword. You still have the sword when the wife is out. It could also be a gaifu as well, depending, though you don't see very many of them in the game.
Can the wife
There
use her own
are
sword?
sometimes the sword is also a lion.
Yes, also it could be like some kind of anthropomorphic
Bird
thingy.
creature.
So,
Or
like,
it could be Cosmos from...
So, like, can the anime waifu summon her, like, be in both her human form and sword form at the same time and use
Why,
herself as
what
a
if I
sword?
told you
Yeah.
there was a major plot point surrounding this?
Yes,
So, like, do they just become regular?
What if
party
a sword
members
wife
and
could
stuff?
have their own sword wife?
Alright, so the way the sword waifus work is you have the sword, right? Like, you get the sword, and then the sword like attunes to you somehow, and then once it's attuned, the waifu just like, I don't know, appears out of it like a fucking Pokemon coming out of a Pokeball kind of thing. And so you have the physical sword that you can whack things with, but also the waifu is standing next to you while you're doing so, casting magic or something. Does that make sense?
Listen, I'm not going to agree with you to call Factorio inscrutable again.
I mean, Factorio is just as inscrutable as you make it.
Factorio's not that inscrutable. It's just efficiency porn.
Yeah.
And also,
anyway,
it's $35 and will never go on sale, which means I'll never play it.
That's okay. You can play Satisfactory instead.
I did play Satisfactory with you, and I said, "Oh no, this could destroy me."
Well, you know, one last point about these sword waifus. I guess spoiler for like a 5-year-old game.
Yeah.
So if a sword waifu like eats a person, consumes a person, just kills a person and gets their life force somehow, they can become a person. And the bad guys in the game are all like waifus and gaifus who have done that.
Yeah. Also, all of the villains in Xenoblade 2 are designed by Tetsuya Nomura, and you can tell because they look completely different from every other.
Oh, that's why they look so stupid. Okay.
Yeah, that's why they look completely different from every other character.
Okay. Oh, and also there's the little Nopon guy, the guy with like the flappy ears, like a robot.
Yeah, he made a robot sword waifu, and then as one of the side quests, you can upgrade his version of the sword waifu to be a hot One-san instead of a little gremlin girl or a maid. Yeah, and also he's kind of a sex pest.
He is 100%.
Guys.
But because
Don't
he,
you love JRPGs,
little...
Justin?
What?
You love JRPGs, right?
Sometimes.
How deep is your JRPG hole?
Yeah, on a scale of... How indignant are you going to be that there's not a new Breath of Fire?
Not really.
Okay.
Hey, there was a period where I played quite a few JRPGs, and I don't find myself playing as many. I'm certainly open to playing, some of them.
Where would you put yourself on a scale of Relkin to Dan Riker?
I played like half of Final Fantasy X once.
Okay, so more towards Dan Riker then.
No, like I
was
tried
a
out a
GameCube
lot of them
child.
and finished like a few Final Fantasies and a few SMTs and Chrono Trigger.
Which
And I fucking love Chrono Trigger. Okay, so I finished Nocturne for Apocalypse and
Wait.
Digital Devil Saga. What?
So you finished Apocalypse without playing 4.
No, I did say 4.
Oh,
I
okay.
finished Nocturne for Apocalypse, Digital Devil Saga 1.
But not 2?
I tried to get... Okay, so I didn't finish 2, and here's why. I wanted the skill... I wanted to get the skill early on that regenerates magic points as you walk. So I just picked a room and went grinding until I got it. And that's not how you should play that game, because I got real burned out doing that and did not pick it back up.
Oh, and also, chat is saying that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the best Tales game.
No.
That's the kind of thing that I imagine would pick a fight with both fandoms.
I mean, listen, Tales... I say this as someone who likes a Tales game. And by a Tales game, I mean... Symphonia's okay, but kinda clunky. And Exilia and Berseria have merit.
I would say
Tales games exist for a very specific kind of person.
kind of
who,
person is that?
like, or rather, exists for two kinds of people.
So
There's the
pervert.
action RPG people who like putting out combo videos because
Perverts.
some of the later Tales games are definitely character action adjacent, and they're quite fun. And then there are the people who just want anything vaguely anime themed.
Oh, these Sword Art Online people.
Yeah, the Sword Art. And listen, I say this even as someone who thinks, hey, Berseria has a fun story. Because Berseria is the one game in the Tales franchise where the characters aren't all goody-goody nerds. Like, you're a bunch of layabout rapscallions
That's fun.
who want to defeat the lawful neutral fascists.
I mean, someone needs to.
Listen, maybe your mentor shouldn't have cut off your arm and turned you into a demon and sacrificed your brother.
Wait, are you talking about Fullmetal Alchemist now or something?
Am I talking about Full Metal Alchemist or am I talking about Tales of Berseria?
Let's say that sounds like Berseria, which is the angry one. The one I played a little bit of. That seemed cool, and then I didn't play anymore.
So I was so in my own head I have like like the big three. I think like a second tier
shit. Oh no, my shield.
All-time classic PS1 RPG.
Xenogears is fucking great because they could have ended that game at disc 1 and just had a sequel hook, but instead they said, no, we're doing the entire game. All of it.
Also, it's way more mature than any other PS1 RPG.
Like, watching Joku play Xenogears was a fun experience because that game is so bananas. And it's great because you can tell that team, you know, the team who went on to be Monolith Soft, have basically just been trying to make that game for the last 20 years.
I mean, that was supposed to be Final Fantasy VII originally, wasn't it?
Maybe.
That's what I heard.
Xenogears is cool.
Yeah,
It's also like
it's a mess.
It's a fucking.
But
I'll put it this way. I found there is a extended Xenogears goof in Hi-Fi Rush.
oh, really?
Yes.
Wait, how late into the game is that? 'Cause I made like 2 minutes
It's
away.
pretty close to the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
That made me very happy because it's such a specific goof.
Crap, I need to finish that game now.
Now I have a whip.
But yeah, so for Xeno, I guess because Chronicles is so popular, I'll put that in like the second tier.
Where's Parasite Eve?
Parasite Eve is in the fucking Bammer where it belongs.
What? Parasite Eve is so cool.
Parasite Eve is long dead.
I mean,
Like as dead.
a lot of JRPG franchises that we can talk about are dead.
Exactly, so they're on the Bammer. Breath of Fire, Bammer. Arcalad, Bammer. Wait, was there more than one of those games? Doesn't matter.
There were
I'm pretty sure it
3.
was the second.
There were 3
Alright, yeah.
Arcade games.
I don't know.
Like,
If they were still relevant, where would you place them?
Parasite Eve is neat. what it is. It's also like, exceptionally stupid.
Yeah, no, it's extreme. Like I read one book about genetics energy.
And barely understood it.
Skimmed one book.
But to be fair, that's the author of the book's fault.
Fair.
Hi, Mika.
I mean, it's still the game developer's fault because they decided to adapt that book, but whatever.
But listen, it's an action JRPG that takes place in New York, but it's the Japanese idealized version of New York, where you fight horrific, fucked up flesh monsters.
Sounds great.
It's very unique. It's very interesting. Also extraordinarily stupid and very bad. You cannot argue those 2 points of criticism.
No, I can't. But I would argue that 90% of JRPGs from the PS1 era are kind of stupid.
Okay, yes, they're all stupid.
Checkmate,
Resident
motherfucker.
Evil is like a special kind of stupid.
Where does Etrian sit to this?
Because it never really got
I feel like Etrian is
like how big the franchise is kind of a big part.
I feel like Etrian 4 got some talk there for a little while.
I think that game has its niche. It has its audience.
It's very niche.
And
That's why
also-
it's in the 3rd tier.
Chat, say at home why Borgmaster is wrong. Right now on your phones.
Or some send in comments about how I'm right about everything. All of my opinions are correct. Power of Duraga is one of the most important games ever made. See, I
We
won't take
said
credit.
that during the podcast.
Oh, okay. You're assuming that I listened to the podcast.
We played Tower of Duraga.
I know.
That
that's
game's
why I bought it,
importance
because
is
why.
not the problem. That game is the problem.
You actually get it these days.
Yeah.
It's actually not
If I was a sick man
Uh-huh.
hanging out at a super potato,
Go on.
going, how can I make my day worse? I would go.
I mean, I also bought a copy of the original Mario for $10.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's super cheap, considering.
I have Parasite Eve is on my short list. The problem is it's too good to fit in my usual streaming format.
I mean, it is kind of dubious.
Parasite Eve 2 is dubious. Parasite Eve 2 is they just tried to make it Resident Evil.
Oh yeah. So how's Third Birthday?
Third Birthday seems like a fucking trash game.
Oh, it is trash.
I watched Joku play that game, and there's nothing redeemable about it.
Did Joku ever play Coded Arms? Because I mentioned that, and you and him were like, that sounds pretty cool, and then never touched it.
Well, Justin, I'll put it this way. I was looking at original Xbox emulation today.
Yeah.
And
It's fucked.
it's still a mess.
Uh-huh.
But for my purposes,
Are you planning on playing Sudeki?
no, I have Sudeki on PC. Don't worry. Worry not.
You should play Drake of the 99 Dragons.
Drake of the 99 Dragons also on PC. You can buy that game on Steam.
That's cool. Xbox, actually, it seems like Xbox has decided to embrace their status as...
Sudeki is a real video game, Yatsu. It's real, it's British, and it's here to hurt you. Sudeki is the exact same game as Shogo, except it plays better than Shogo. Because Shogo's a nightmare game. Whereas Sudeki's just like, oi, mate. Oi, gov. I'll watch the G gun in a minute.
Sort of what you should kind of like actually to finish it.
I don't know what that did. Oh, I have to Skyward Strike it.
Yeah, what are your Z tier JRPG franchises?
So I only have 3 tiers and the Bammer. The Bammer's for the dead franchises. Like anything below like 3rd tier like would not have been translated in English. Or wouldn't have had more than one.
Okay, let's incite some violence. Where would you put Golden Sun?
There's more than one of those, right?
There are 3 of them.
When was the last one?
2012.
That's on the line. I'm saying 3rd tier.
Also, here's the thing I might argue about this classification. 90% of JRPGs are going to be in the Bammer tier with this classification.
One other thing is, I mean franchises. Like one-off JRPGs are their own thing, inherently. I'm talking about stuff that's like a series of franchise that has multiple entries. That was a thing that people bought that there was more than one.
Hey, can you tell that there's Joy-Con?
Oh, you have drift. You got the drift. You got the touch.
Yeah, I'm drift compatible.
Where is Fire Emblem in this group?
Shit, that's a
That is
tactical
current.
RPG. It's current. It's a tactical RPG though, and I don't want to deal with those in the classification.
Like, whether some people consider technical RPGs the same thing
I mean, there are Japanese tactical RPGs and Western tactical RPGs. Kinda.
I mean, there's only one Western tactical RPG.
Justin,
Yeah.
there's a new Jagged Alliance coming out next month.
Well, also, I would say that most Japanese tactical RPGs are just Fire Emblem, because Fire Emblem was a very early entry.
I would say all J-style tactical RPGs are either Fire Emblem or they are or Tactics Emblem.
Well, they're either Fire Emblem or they're what was the original Advance one? What the NES called?
Famicom.
Famicom ones, yeah. Those are the two styles.
But Fire Emblem is just Famicom Wars with characters who level up.
Fair.
Which is why my take is that, like, the 2 most important tactical RPGs are Tactics Ogre, which fantastic fucking game.
Everyone really loves Tactics Ogre. That's cool.
Both the remaster.
Yeah, play the remaster.
But isn't it also like a game that's been like revised and re-released like 10 times?
It's been re-released at least 3 times.
Well, there was the original version, the original Super Nintendo version. Then it got ported to the PlayStation
PS1 and Saturn.
Oh, PS1. Okay, and then it got
remade on the PSP.
It got remade, so
version got put on the
re-released, and remade, and remastered, and they give it different subtitles sometimes.
Yeah,
Let us cling together.
And but the one's March of the Black Queen. That's something different.
No, that's Ogre Battle.
That's Ogre Battle. Oh god.
Sorry, fake fake JRPG fan over here.
That's just this.
They're all named after Queen songs.
Sure. They're all about ogres somehow. Wasn't there also a Tactics Ogre 64? Or was that Ogre?
Now you really have to admit to not listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Ogre Battle 64.
It's Ogre Battle 64.
We played Ogre Battle 64 for the podcast.
Was it fun?
Yeah. It's like our 7th highest rated game? 7th or 8th? So desu ne. See, one thing I actually really appreciate about this game is that they make you use the entire buffalo. This is not a Zelda where you get an item and will never use it outside of the dungeon you get it in.
Oh yeah, it's all useful all the time. They can make you actually do stuff.
Which,
yeah, see, this is one of the few good Zelda games.
see,
They're
if
very
I was
few.
more of a Zelda fan, I'd find that statement provocative. But here's the truth. I like a lot of Zelda games. I love very few.
Which ones do you love?
Ocarina of Time, Link Between Worlds, Wind Waker, and this now.
Oh, you're a fake gamer. Welcome to the club.
Like, I listen. Link to the Past is like, if I was let's say a 35 to 40-year-old man instead of a 30-year-old man, I'd be like, yeah, Link to the Past, man. Link to the Past. It's so good. It's the best game ever. It's almost as good as Punch-Out.
Did you have like an internal debate about whether you want to do a Shoemaker or a Riker voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, Brad Shoemaker, I don't think Brad Shoemaker says every game is the greatest game he's ever played when he bothers to play one. Like, man's mind is going to be blown when he finally plays, Tears of the Kingdom. And also, yeah, the thing is, everyone in Nextlander just has a weird, bizarre relationship with Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Like, if someone has a much next level, what do you mean?
I mean that in the sense that, like, they...
It's Mass Alex, right?
Yeah, they did Mass Alex, and they played through Andromeda.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
The second best Mass Effect.
You are, sir. Sir.
Maybe wrong.
Okay, that time I was being an asshole.
Listen, I'm a contrarian. I like Might and Magic 9.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. No, Brad, I'm sure Brad has not played a Zelda game since, like, 1999.
No, I think he played.
Like, to put it in perspective, when Tears of the Kingdom came out, he went back to Breath of the Wild. And he's like, oh, I'll definitely get around to... And it's like, you're never gonna finish either of these games. Because no one in Nextlander wants to finish a video game. But it's okay, because I also buy too many games. The difference is I don't start them, because I am too anxious.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't start most games that I end up with because they're like 2D platform action games.
But yeah, look, I beat all of the Legacy of Kain games. I'm a real
games you
gamer.
play on here. I managed to beat System Shock. That
Yeah, I still need to beat that. Instead, I've been depressed and playing Gloomhaven.
I've been there, although I wasn't playing Gloomhaven.
Let me tell you about Gloomhaven, lad.
You know,
And
I'm
also,
starting to
I'm
regret-
playing Street Fighter and cramping my leg because of how much I like Street Fighter.
Yeah, it's a little good, ain't it?
Yeah, no, see, it's very satisfying to play as Zangief. And then, when people don't realize the light version of the spinning pile driver has a pretty long range.
So is Street Fighter 6 better than Street Fighter Alpha?
Yes.
Wow.
I know you don't like any fighting games. You're just like, I don't know, I pressed buttons.
I can only appreciate them on an aesthetic level. Which is why I say that Darkstalker is the best fighting game series.
I like how weird and buff and like meaty everyone looks in 6.
Yeah.
Because they're using that RE engine tech, but they're using it to make people who look like Street Fighter characters.
Just turn everyone into just a walking slab of meat, not just Zangief.
But yeah, I love grabbing. I love grabbing people with the large Russian man. Because people definitely don't know what to do when confronted with you walking up to them and going, "Hey, what's up?" Blat.
Just give them a hug.
Yeah. It's very
Then with a
satisfying.
hug. It's a very sensual game.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm starting to regret not buying a physical copy of LSD on the PS1 for $1,400.
1,400, huh?
1,400.
So, what is that?
Well,
Like
okay, I guess
1.4 million yen?
It's
No.
like 1.4 million yen.
Oh,
So, wait, no, it's like 140,000.
I'll be back. Food's here. I will be back in a sec. Vamp for me.
Yeah, so 140,000 yen. It's like $1,200 or something. In a special glass case at the Super Potato, with all the tourists like gawking at it.
Yeah, but it's $1,200 for a PS1 game that's not really a game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if you had that thing, that would be a showpiece no matter how much it costs.
It would
More
be
than
like
something you actually not
in
play.
Glass Onion, the way they have the Mona Lisa set up in Glass Onion. You'd want.
I
you'd
haven't
want
watched that.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
I
mean, are you a Janelle Monáe fan?
or what?
Okay, never mind.
I saw Knives Out, thought it was great. I got my parents to watch with me, and they were like, "Eh." And I don't know. I tried to get them to watch Glass Onion with me several times, and they just didn't.
It's not as good as Knives Out. But there's some
I
fun to
don't-
be had.
I don't expect it to be, just something with that vibe would be nice.
But yeah, $1,200 for LSD was quite shocking. Yeah, I couldn't find any of the weird kusoge I was looking for at the Super Potato, which was a bummer. That's why I ended up buying Tower of Druaga. Like, they didn't even have virtual highlight there. They didn't even have virtual highlight. Can you believe it?
Suppose so.
But they did have a very roughly handled original box for the Atari Jaguar. That was going for like 100,000 yen.
You know, that's more interesting. What would you get for a Jaguar?
a Japanese Jaguar.
What video games were available for the Japanese Jaguar? I have no idea.
I think like half of them. I mean, like Raiden. You could get Raiden. The Japanese Jaguar. I think they had like 20 games coming out or something over there. But yeah, that was another fun novelty. But in Akihabara, I was able to find a like sit-down cabinet for Ridge Racer, and that was awesome.
Was it like plugged in? You could play it and stuff.
Yeah, like with the
Great.
wheel and the seat and like the pedals and everything. It was great. It was a great time. Okay, yeah, the Jaguar was 107,000 yen. So you could pay like 900 bucks for a Japanese Jaguar. But yeah, the Super Potato in Akihabara, kind of underwhelming, to be honest. Actually, Akihabara in general is kind of underwhelming. It's mostly maid cafes and like anime stores. Not as much pornography.
That's precisely what I expect from what I know of Akihabara.
Now, Kabukicho is a fun place. Kabukicho is the real world Kamurocho.
I don't know what a Kamurocho is.
Do you know who Kazuma Kiryu is?
Kazuma, the
Kiryu.
Yakuza guy.
Yes, it's the Yakuza place. It is in fact so much the Yakuza place that I could kind of tell my way around just from knowing like the game map. Like that big skyscraper in the middle of the game map is in real life. That's a hotel with like a big Godzilla statue on it, and like a movie theater. Like that real tight like winding neighborhood with all those small bars in the game is a real place.
I've not played Yakuza either.
Oh, I should play Yakuza. I should play all of them. They're all good.
Too many games to play.
There's only one bad Yakuza game, and it's a zombie one that you can skip. They're all good. It's the perfect video game series.
I have heard such that it's very good, and that they also didn't almost stopped coming out here. Period.
Yeah. The port of the first game is famously a disaster in terms of voice acting and localization.
Did all of the ones after that just have the Japanese voice acting with English subtitles, or?
Yep. Yeah, they just gave up after that. They're like, nah, fuck it. Which was the right call.
But yeah, the fans of that series seem to appreciate that.
Yeah. Definitely keep it dubbed. And I did irritate the wife quite a bit because I do enjoy the Yakuza games. I made sure to go and sample as many of like 100 milliliter energy drinks as I could while in Japan.
If I did that, I would be pissing all over the place.
No, you see those little like 100 milliliter energy drinks don't have that much caffeine. Maybe like 50 milligrams. You know, of caffeine in them. It's mostly like vitamins and stuff. So it'll pep you up, but it won't like give you like the heart palpitations and the crash, which is nice. They also taste bad, but they're supposed to. Yeah, I don't know the names, but I had the one with the C on it, the one with the D on it, the one with the 2 V's, the one with the alpha on it. I had the one that I think the Stamina is based on in Yakuza, and that was fun. Because the health potions in Yakuza games are fake versions of like real Japanese energy drinks. It's a fun thing. So yeah, I basically fulfilled all of my ambitions in Japan.
So when it comes to the Yakuza series, I'm not sure about this, but it seems like the middle part of that series, like the 3, 4, 5, so on,
Kind of drags.
those are the ones that'd be hard to get to these days, wouldn't they?
They would have been if they hadn't been remastered for modern consoles. So everything is available.
Oh, so okay, so I thought it was just like 1 and 2 that got redone, like Kiwami.
Like,
Was it the Kiwami games?
like the full Kiwami remakes, but 3, 4, and 5 they remastered and just punted out onto modern consoles.
Yeah, because I don't.
They
I
go
don't mind
back and
playing,
forth
like, a
between
PS2.
Game Pass and PS Plus. I think they're on Game Pass right now. But yeah, I'd recommend 3 because it is just like Ryan Davis said in that quick look years ago. It is very funny that the first 6 hours is just like a very mundane slice of life thing of running an orphanage.
Okay. Should I play Yakuza 0 or Yakuza Kiwami first?
Probably 0 because there's side quests in Kiwami that are continuations of the side quests in 0. Because the original Yakuza didn't have side missions or anything. So all the side stuff in Kiwami was like added in for that version. So like the RC racing characters from 0 show up in Kiwami. You know that, and then also Yakuza 6 for some reason. But yeah.
So when did Yakuza 6 come out? Did it come out in 2021?
No, Yakuza 6 came out like 2018. And then
Because the
0 was
release date,
2015.
the release date on Steam says 2021.
Well,
That
it's
might just be the
original.
PC game release date.
Yeah, the PC version. Yakuza 6 was, like 2017, 2018, because 0 was like 2015. And then Kiwami 2 was like 2019 or something. 2018, 2019. No.
Is there a Yakuza 7?
Yes, that's Like a Dragon. The Dragon
Oh,
Quest one.
okay.
Yeah. The one that really made it big. And turned the series into...
Yeah, the turn-based JRPG one is the one that made it big instead of the action game.
Yes.
Which
yes,
is
the game
perfect.
the game that started as literally an April Fool's joke. It's the one that made it big.
Hello, I am back.
Hello, the Yakuza
Right.
games. Pretty good.
Yes.
I would say it's the closest thing there is to a perfect video game series. Because there's only one bad game out of like...
Yakuza Z Souls.
I see your. I only see stream starting soon. I don't know if you've started playing again. Back in just a second.
It was nice that they put Kiryu in that Super Monkey Ball re-release, but they should have put him in Smash Bros.
I think the whole thing with like Kiryu not being in Tekken, because everyone's like he would be perfect in Tekken, is like the producer very much being like Kazuma Kiryu would never hit women.
Oh, that is true. He would never. That's also why he's probably not in Smash Brothers either. Because, yeah, I can see that.
But you know,
Oh,
I
yes,
love Kiryu.
about the Yakuza. Oh yes, of course. I mean, how could you not love Kiryu? He's like if Jean Valjean had a personality, was like charismatic.
He's like a
No, there's one.
he's a dad.
Actually, wait, hold on. You just put that together. Kiryu's basically Jean Valjean.
You know what?
Fuck.
You're not wrong.
Fuck. Those fuckers.
Dame, dame, dameo, dame, dameo.
How did I just not realize that? I spent the last month reading that fucking book. And just not made a
Dame,
connection.
dame, dameo, dame, dameo.
Anyway, one last thing, Justin, about the Yakuza games. In Yakuza 5, there's like 5 playable characters. One of them is a teen idol, and all of her stuff is rhythm games. So you still have like that, like fights, but they're like rhythm game battles.
Yep. Yeah, when you play as Haruka,
Yeah.
you do
Pretty
rhythm game battles. At some point, I'll finish Yakuza 0 and then play the other 7 games in that series. And Yakuza Ishin.
The escalation in Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 gets very much out of hand by the end of it.
I'm sure.
So it was good that it did a reset. Because there was kind of too much.
Like, I love Ichiban because he's a big, stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Just a very dumb boy. Man boy. And I'm glad that the next Yakuza game, whatever the heck Yakuza Infinite Money is, seems to take place in Hawaii.
I guess that's also like an in-between story, like they're doing it with the Man with No Name.
The man, yeah.
So I guess those two probably take place somewhat concurrently, and they both move into 8. That's
Yeah.
my guess. Yeah, Ichiban is a fun, like, I don't know, shonen protagonist, I guess.
Yes. He's a shonen protagonist, but also he's 37.
Who?
Ichiban from
protagonist
Yakuza
from-
7.
Yeah, from Yakuza
Oh.
7. Because they changed protagonist because Kiryu's like 50.
I mean, Western games don't seem to have a problem with 50-year-olds beating shit at people.
Yeah, I mean, he does still do that, but like the man didn't deserve the rest after almost dying in Yakuza 5, and then going to jail and all the stuff in Yakuza 6. Just let the man rest.
Is this the first protagonist switch up, apart from the zombie?
Yeah,
I
actually,
mean,
some game also had
Majima is in 0, obviously, and you
So-
play as him.
Alright, so some of the games have multiple player characters, but the
Yeah.
main protagonist is Kiryu
Yeah.
until 7. Like, you play as Majima in one of them. There's Majima's sword brother, whose name I keep forgetting.
Saijima.
4 or 5. Saijima, yeah. He plays Haruka in 5. He plays some random one
There's,
guy.
what is it?
There's
Akiyama?
Yeah, Akiyama, who was great. He's fun in 4 and 5. There's that cop guy in 4.
There's the baseball player in 5.
Yeah, the baseball player in 5. I'm missing one of the characters in 5. Because you have Kiryu, Haruka, Akiyama, the baseball guy, and and Saijima. Okay, yeah, so that's 5. And then 4 of them for Yakuza 4. So yeah, there are multiple player characters, but Kiryu's the main. Still sad. Doesn't make any sense. Oh,
Give me a big rupee.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, all these rupees that you're going to use for sure.
Well, you should play with the Yakuza games.
I will at some point. I think, as far as like video games go, my year is kind of wrapped like playing out already. It's like I really want to play Armored Core. I really want to play Baldur's Gate, and I really want to play Starfield. And both of them,
And all of those
Armored
games
Core.
come out in a 2-week period.
Yes, I know. It's like you could have spaced them out, please. Thanks. BG3 is just gonna take priority, but I do want to play the other two.
And, well, Justin, you're forgetting the most important game of all.
The game of Life.
Daymare 1994.
Daymare 1994. Which comes out 2 days before Baldur's Gate 3.
Perfect time.
I thought Slayer's X was like
Slayer's X is fine.
I saw
Explorer X is great.
see this video on that, and I was like, I cannot bring myself.
Explorer X is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a very competent game.
It's a shit post, and it also evokes very specific goofs.
It is a high quality shit post.
Like, you know all those like 2D indie games that started coming out like a decade ago, or 15 years ago, obviously, that were basically like a bunch of 30 to 40-year-olds making like the Super Nintendo games they loved as a kid.
Yeah.
Well, it's like ironic shitpost games gonna be what people make now instead of
It looks like a build engine game, but like a very specific brand of build engine.
Instead of like modern versions of like PS1 games.
Boomer shooters have been a thing for a few years now, and that's like just nostalgia for the 90s. This is just like this is like a parody of those.
And also, it's a game that takes place in hypnospace, outlaw continuity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Zane made the game.
Yeah.
Zane, who is now a 32-year-old dollar store manager.
Well, no. Oh, wait, is that the lore? Is that because the Zane's man is the bad guy in Zelda X? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's hilarious. It's a hilarious video.
I just like how he calls everyone a turd. And also I like that the game takes place in Boise, Idaho.
Those are all solid pros for that game.
Oh, you want to punch Carlos? That's fair. Carlos in the original RE3. All the girls fall for my sexy accent. And it's just like, you're a dude who was clearly like from accounting or something.
I feel like Remake Carlos is an alright character. I don't really have a problem with him.
Yeah. You're also, speaking to maybe one of the most avid defenders of that RE3 remake.
It's a real good game. I understand people don't like it because it cuts out so much of the original, but like...
The original game doesn't have that much going on.
Yeah, no, there's no game, like, it just slice and dice the fucking thing.
But also, on its own, that RE3 remake is just a really well-paced thing. Like, even if it is only 4 hours.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster. It's good. Stupid controller.
Alright, so what's the next Capcom remake gonna be? Is it gonna be Code Veronica 5 or the Dark Horse and correct answer,
Dino Crisis 1?
Yeah.
See,
like, imagine Dino Crisis in the style of like the modern RE games.
I am on record as saying they should do that because
Be so good.
the original, like, all you have to do is make a game in that style and basically bring nothing over from the original game except dinosaurs, crises, and sassy lady.
Yeah, basically.
Because the actual game part of Dino Crisis is just like...
It doesn't matter.
It's very much like, you like looking for passcodes?
It doesn't.
I love looking for passcodes. Oh, he's in Kingdom Hearts?
Just make Dino Crisis 4.
I don't know if you know this, but Kingdom Hearts, it's light. Kingdom Hearts is light. And then he goes, no!
I thought that was the guy from...
No, that's it's Billy. Billy Zane.
I thought the Kingdom Hearts was a friend.
And it but like the antagonist to Kingdom Hearts 1 is played by Billy Zane in his hammiest role ever.
Which is saying something.
He's barely in the game.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, they clearly had him for like a day.
But no, he goes Kingdom Hearts so many times towards the end of the game.
As you should.
Listen, if you're a Kingdom Hearts villain voice actor and you're not hamming it up as much as you possibly can, then what are you doing? Like miscast you.
Oh, this is good.
That's a long rope. They should be playing like the Snake Eater song or climbing it.
A friend of mine just finished MGS2 for the first time. He wasn't going to originally because he hated Raiden, and I was like, no, you need to keep playing. And when he finally did finish, he jumps into school. He's like, this is the greatest game.
Yeah.
Now I need to play MGS3 or something.
What if I told you that because I watched Vati Vidya's Armored Core video, I have let's say acquired
Every Armored Core game.
Are you gonna,
multiple Armored Core games.
are you
Yeah, I
gonna,
was thinking of playing through that series.
Armored Core Betrary Water, huh? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, I tried watching that video, and
You're just like this sad Australian man. Can I do the Vati Vidya narration? Now, let me tell you about Armored Core. In the beginning, there was the lands between, and Miyazaki created the Armored Core.
he didn't, okay, actual
When
question. I probably didn't
the
start
Lord
from
of the
it.
Sunlight cast his sword. I can't do the Vati Vidya narration.
yeah, those complaints about the PS1 controls, just complaining about PS1 controls. So if you know what you're doing, it's probably fine. Controlling it.
I know he seemed into all of those games.
Yeah, I also don't trust YouTube SES when talking about FromSoft games.
He is the YouTube essayist who talks about FromSoft games.
Yeah, I don't trust any of them.
You don't want to watch a 13-hour video from Noah Caldwell Gervais?
I mean, I will, but not about From games.
What if it was instead 13 one-hour videos?
No. About
I-
From games? No. I mean,
He
I
did.
watched an 8-hour video about Resident Evil War. You know, I'll do it.
I watched Noah Caldwell Gervais Resident Evil video. Not all at once, but
Yeah, like games whose lore matters, I will watch like absurd videos about them.
I also watched his like Dark Souls video and his follow-up video, and I think they're pretty good.
Tim Rogers'
Okay.
Dragon Quest videos convinced me to try Dragon Quest.
Nice.
How many of them have you played?
I played 11.
Number
I played,
11?
I think, halfway through 11 or something. Well, maybe not halfway, because I didn't get to the twist. But listen, I played it for 10 hours, and I got Sylvando in my party.
That's not halfway through 11.
No, it's not. It's like 10 hours.
I played 8, and I played the 3DS version of 8 and 11 when it came out.
And then I
Playing
played
9 like a real man.
And then I played Dragon Quest 1.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Uh-oh.
is a good game. Dragon Quest 1 is a good game.
It's Twinkman.
Oh hey, it's the murder twink.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Okay. So here's my guess. In order to defeat this boss, I have to rip off its limbs.
I was gonna say you should hit it in the big thingy. That's just me. No, if you want to play a real Dragon Quest, that's what you should.
Aren't all five that generally considered really like a trilogy?
Well, I mean, none of them have anything to do with each other. It's kind of a trilogy
Yeah.
in that way.
Okay.
I mean, Dragon Quest 4 they gave the world RPG party member of all time.
Yeah, as Tournament.
Yeah, Tournament.
Yes, remakes of those games.
I mean, if you want like the horrible dark this game to play fun
I'm not playing them.
you can play fun on those.
I looked it up, and the first result is $290.98.
Oh yeah, those games are way too much.
Yeah, they're like
to buy
like
me.
I'll find a copy that fell off the back of the truck.
Again, they're perfectly playable on phones. They're fine.
I've tried to play a game on my phone before. I hate it.
I'm playing a full ass video game on my phone. I refuse.
You can get used to it in like 10 minutes. It's fine because there's no like active time.
I know, but
Yeah.
I have on my phone.
Yeah, don't do that because
I hated it.
Yeah, no, it's not the same to me. Don't do that. Play only like the first two combos.
I do not want to put my fingers.
No, if your fingers are at the bottom of the screen and all the action.
Oh shit!
I don't care. That is 100% not how I play video games. I have a lot of DS. I can get it and play it.
Like 4 and 5 though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know those were on 3DS.
Well, they're on DS, but, you know, 3DS.
Yeah, 4 and 5 are real ones.
I have 3DS version of it.
I actually need to play it. I think I can use it. I need to play it. That's the next one.
They put Dragon Quest 8 on PC?
No, I have it on PS2.
Oh, that was PC.
Look at this shit!
And 7 fucking burned me out, so...
My understanding is Dragon Quest 7 is...
Most tedious game ever made.
yeah, a lot.
It's a lot of not very much. There's like 30 hours of interesting stuff and like it's extraordinarily tedious. And yes, this boss fight is fun because of the experience.
You rip off his limbs. It's like Dead Space.
It's exactly like Dead Space.
I'm just trying to chop off his legs.
just like ripping my enemies. And I refuse to left.
This game is actually really good with sane controls.
Yeah, that sounds like something we would say.
As someone who has like things say fucking around with motion.
Now he's gonna get even more letters. Or are we working on Miyamoto's rule of threes here?
So if you want in a second to play Dragon Quest IV, the final boss, I counted. I think I counted when I played it. Has like 17 stages.
That's more than Kefka.
That's more than Nyx.
Yeah.
God. Ugh. Imagine an entire new generation of gamers will get to...
I bet that fight will be edited at least a little bit. So it's way less bad when you can control it. But also, all these people who so much more gold. What am I doing wrong? Why did you kill the boss all the way?
Why did you cast Marin Karen?
That's been serious.
I'm very glad that I played a lot and not fast.
I play fast, as in it's fine. It's fine. Most of the time it wasn't really a huge problem. I just didn't count on doing yeah. From being charmed and gave it to Yukari, and that made that final boss a lot easier because you could have her on your team, have her heal everybody, which she was pretty good about doing.
And I have
and
no
not
memory
risk
of
the
final
boss, and not risk the boss taking control of her.
I don't think that boss gave me any trouble because I have no memory.
He was still a 2-hour fight. That's the thing. In the Fez version, I don't know about P3P, but in the Fez version, it's just an absurdly long fight.
Yeah.
It has like 13 different forms.
Yeah, for each of the
wow.
Arcana.
Oh right. I think it's manageable in P3P. It's maybe like half an hour long.
I think part of the thing with P3P is, since you can control your characters, I think it's the same fight, but since you can control your characters, you can execute strategies that are way
How do
more
you feel about the Lucifer fight
in Nocturne?
Nocturne.
I mean, if you have... My character in Nocturne was a very physical-focused character who had Pierce.
So
this is
okay.
the problem.
Oh, you mean the best way to play a character in Nocturne?
Yeah. As opposed to every other SMT game where you should probably focus on magic.
It depends on the game. But
Well, the first one you need to have the first character.
Razor Sword Master, I'm on fire.
The first one you need to have what?
In the first, you have Nakajima, if that's his name, as a physical die.
But in 4 and Apocalypse, and from what I played of 5, it seemed like
The modern
focusing
ones,
on magic
yeah.
is way more useful.
Yeah, and the modern SMTs.
I can't believe Lionheart's Wii U got bricked.
Oh no!
Rip.
Oh no, I guess I'll just have to play Star Fox Zero.
F's in the chat.
I should,
Oh?
I should, pull out my Wii U and make sure it works. It's the best method I have for playing GameCube games.
Okay, but what if you had a Wii
I do.
with component cables that you hooked up to
I
a
don't have
retro
component
tape?
cables, but what I do is I have a Wii and I just use it to rip GameCube games and then put those GameCube games in the Wii U, and then I plug my GameCube controller into the Wii U with an adapter, and then I can play it with an HDMI cable in a much better picture than with a regular GameCube or a Wii.
Have you considered emulation?
It's once you have that set up, it's a lot easier to get a game started. You don't have to mess with any settings or anything. It just looks nice and runs well and everything.
Listen,
And also, it's pretty much native because it's still running in the Wii mode of the Wii U, which ran GameCube games natively. But yes, there are easier ways to do it.
yeah, but what if I went to the mall with my brother at one point, and that's when I took the picture of Risen on the PS4 because I'm like, it's funny this game has a box.
Did you buy it?
No, my brother bought Ghost of Tsushima for $30, the PS5 version, which I have not seen digitally for less than 50. And being the sick man I am, I'm like, well, clearly you need to, do that. But, what if I bought PS2 games from, like, this shady electronics pawn shop that now exists in the mall because, you can tell we're getting close to a recession, because those sorts of businesses are popping up again.
Buy all the shady PS2 games.
Anyway, yeah, that's where I bought From Russia with Love last time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got very close to buying a PS3 copy of Yaiba for $10. But I decided that my audience would need the best possible version of that game, even if it will never go on sale again.
PC version?
Yes, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z.
If you try hard enough, there's a PC version of everything.
Speaking of that, did you know, you in the chat, that's right, you right there watching this at home, did you know that if I get 10 Twitch subscribers, I will start the geometric shape TBD of dubious character action games? You too can help fund me purchasing a copy of Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. Or maybe looking into, like, 360 emulation for some certain games.
Oh, 360 emulation is messy.
It's not as good as PS3 emulation.
No, Zinnia is a sloppy thing.
Like, the vast majority of things you'd want to play on a 360 either have a PC version or have a PS3 version.
Yeah,
or
they're backwards compatible.
Like, is there much... I understand some people want to do it just to do it, but is there really, like, much
Justin, I
reason
need
to do
to
that?
play Vampire Rain. Other M is on there. In some form. I don't know if I'm gonna play all of Other M that way. Because the original idea was, what if I did a series where I played Metroid Other M with M Palladino? Because her name is M.
Wait, but Condemned 2 is a good game, isn't it?
All I know about Condemned 2 is the
bear.
The bear.
Fair.
I do
it's a good
own
game.
Condemned 2, however.
It's a good game.
Which never saw a PC release, by the way.
Wait, have you ever done Genji Dave the Blade for any shape
Ooh.
of dubiousness?
That and... See, I don't want to play fucking Muso games.
What, Genji isn't a Muso game? It's a character action game, isn't it?
I thought let's look it up. I seem to recall Genji being a Muso game though.
Was it a Muso game?
My dad's.
That was the giant enemy crab game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that Genji Days of the Blade is the giant enemy crab game.
Yeah, that was a character action thing.
Okay, we gotta go back to the desert now.
So which shape would Lair fit onto?
Lair is I think Lair definitely is on a hexagon. The dubious hexagon of arcade flight games.
Be that big of a series because there aren't that many real. Well, no.
Let's say I can't really think of much.
Man,
I mean, on PC, there's a lot of like budget, terrible flight games.
okay, but consider this: Cybermorph. All right.
Something fired in my brain that told me that I should know what Cybermorph is.
It's a Atari Jaguar game.
Oh, I played that. How
We
did
come full circle.
I forget playing that?
Where
Fuck.
did you learn to fly? It's an Atari 50,
It is.
which I need to look into because I just want to watch the documentary part of that.
Yeah.
Half of the hexagon could just be bad Star Fox games. Yeah.
Shots fired.
Listen, I am on record saying Star Fox Command for the DS is like weirdly great.
I like Star Fox Adventures.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I said his name and he appeared.
I like Star Fox Assault. It's soupy.
Star Fox Assault just,
I got that game having never played a Star Fox game before, and I really enjoyed it, and was completely unaware of its negative reception until well after the fact.
I mean, we could play some Star Fox right now.
Which one?
I've been on record saying that my favorite Star Fox game is
Yeah, because of the fetish stuff, right?
Yeah, you're like,
Crystal.
my favorite Zelda game is Star Fox Adventures. Yeah, that's you.
Star Fox Adventure is better than this
Star
game.
Fox Adventure. No, this game's
Sir, you are flatly wrong.
No, Skyward Sword is one of the better Zelda games.
I mean, yes, but
Star Fox Adventures is one of Rare's lesser games from that period.
I mean, the GameCube was not a good era for.
Yeah, because they put out one game and then they made Grabbed by the Ghoulies for the Xbox.
I don't think Grabbed by the Ghoulies is as bad as it was.
I
Not
really dislike that game.
And they made Pokemon Live Reloaded.
Oh,
And I
wait,
think
that's
what
right.
else
They made all of those weird GBA games that everyone forgot about.
Should I play
that-
should I play
Banjo
the
Kazooie's
weird...
Grunty's Revenge and
Yeah.
It's Mr. Pants.
It's Mr.
And then they made a
Pants.
Cyberwolf GBA game. It's apparently super expensive because it was a limited printing of that. But no,
It's
yeah,
Mr.
surprise,
Pants.
surprise. It turns out that, Rare's in a good state right now.
Oh, they have a successful live service team that hasn't been shut down.
It has
Dude, I
Guybrush
think
Threepwood in
about,
it.
like, if it were not for Final Fantasy, let's say, 14, I think that Sea of Thieves had one of the best turnarounds of a game. Like, it's definitely up there. Final Fantasy 14 is number one because Final Fantasy 14's turnaround was just nothing short of a miracle.
I mean, I feel like No Man's Sky is pretty high.
No
up
Man's
there.
Sky's turnaround was also good.
Hey,
but it
Chris, are you
required
gonna
multiple-
stream?
Sure. Give me a minute. Why?
All right.
Are you thinking of
I need
being done?
to pick up my dad from a thing.
All right. Can I do one thing real quick. How
Yeah.
how soon do I need to hit the play button?
If you could hit it now, that'd be good.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, he just quit out the Switch.
I
gotta-
mean, I can.
I gotta close
Listen,
out all of this
I can
porn.
vamp.
Harker.
I
All right,
can
so
vamp.
if you could like go back in time and make Star Trek Adventures like horny, how horny would you make it?
All the way. Give me all of it. All over
Listen,
me. Want it
as
dripping
I've
down
said,
my
I'm a
veins,
very lonely
coursing
person.
through my veins, inside my veins. All right, let's click this weird fucking bullshit.
All right, so ZP wants Star Fox inside of him. Got it.
Uh huh.
Noting that down.
No, I want Falco Lombardi. That Italian stallion. That's not a stallion, but he's
All right,
Italian.
I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks everyone for watching.
Wait, no, I didn't hit the
That's-
start
that's where you
stream
get
button.
in.
You're not
That's
gonna
the-
raid me.
Yeah, they're gonna raid your empty corpse,
Oh fuck.
or I can raid someone else.
No,
I'm thinking
I want
about,
that
like,
monies. God damn it.
You want that Twitch revenue? Then
No,
maybe,
It's Zenny.
God damn it.
maybe I could raid
Yeah.
Smite. All right.
I should just
on.
boot up DEF CON and just have the AI play each other and stream that.